All right, you ready for this one? Jenna Ortega! And director Alex Sharfman. Okay, Alex, tell me, how did this become your directorial debut? Tell me how it was discovered that unicorns are the mass murderers and best villains of all time.
I don't know. I had an idea for just the opening scene. Was just like a thought that popped into my head about a family, father-daughter driving somewhere, having like a banal conversation, and all of a sudden they accidentally kill a unicorn. And it kind of just lodged in my brain for a while, and I had no emotional connection or like no childhood relationship with unicorns, and it then led me to just start like thinking about unicorns and researching them, and very quickly you get into like medieval mythology and lore, and they kind of used to be this totally different thing than what we think of now, and that kind of naturally was like, oh, this could be a fun creature movie to kind of go back to the old lore that we used to have as a society, as a culture.
Of the murderous unicorns.
Of the murderous, vicious, ferocious,
I was unaware of the murderous past of unicorns.
Yeah, there's some good stuff back there. Check out the history books.
For Paul and Jenna, tell us what it was like. What was the process to become father-daughter? How did you develop your dynamic?
I think we
You met.
finished it up. Fortunately, we got on, we had a couple conversations, and then we started shooting maybe a day after, 2 days after that we met.
Acting.
Yeah.
I don't know, you speak on it.
Well, fortunately, we had the experience. Jenna is a daughter in real life. And I'm actually a dad. We hit it off right away, and when you're lucky enough to get to act with Jenna Ortega, your job is easy because she's incredible.
He used to, guys.
There we go. Yeah.
It did seem weird that I handed you the mic after I said that.
Anything you want to say about me as a director?
Okay, how about for our 1%ers, for Richard, Taya, and Will? Hell yes! When you were first reading this script, you must have realized that you were fucking doomed and that it wasn't going to go well for you. How did it feel getting to watch your death in the room tonight?
It was so fun.
Oh my god!
And you guys cheering. That was really special. I want to just tell you something. I just want to give a nod out to the prop guys. No, not because of what you're thinking. When I was dying, and I had this like thing, and I was kind of, it's a secret, but I was sort of in that table. They warmed up the guts for me. Isn't that the sweetest thing? I'm lying, I'm getting ready, and then they came and they poured this bag of warm guts, and so I wouldn't be cold. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was an epic death. I loved it. Tell me, are you gonna regale me, little sister? Richard? Was that line cut out of the movie?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's my favorite line of the movie. Little sister, regale me. How did you feel watching this and watching your death tonight?
I love getting horned.
How was it for you, Will?
The cheering makes a lot of sense. I think we deserve that. Honestly, this was, and I know like actors will say this a lot about experience, like we all love each other, we had so much fun. Like we really had the most fun in the world, and honestly, the tone was set by this man, Alex. Like As a writer-director, he's such a talent. But he really made for the funnest, most creative and playful environment, and so every day was just some of the best days I've had at work. And thank you for that, man. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
By the way, how impressive is Will's English accent?
Thank you.
Okay, Anthony, Sunita, Steven, you were kind of the people that were getting a little thrust into it. I feel bad for your characters. And you were thrust into the insanity. Can you tell me about any of your favorite moments for your characters?
No, the piercing of my lungs and then Paul looking through my chest was a highlight of my life. Yeah. So I was thrilled to be part of that. Yeah.
It is cheesy, but like the best part about playing this role was getting to be in the room with all of these people. I was just like watching the scenes happen before my very eyes, and it was so very fun. Our scene, Will, was like one of my favorite things that we did. It was just so funny when I'm mourning Dr. Song, and Will comes in and is like, "Yeah, but isn't that the way you wanted to go?" It was just a joy to see that and work with all of them.
Richard? Yeah, honestly, I think silently reacting. Lines are great, they are, but just the moments of just responding to all of these incredible actors and what they were doing, I just had a ball. And sometimes you don't need to say anything. You don't need to say shit, because that's all just happening before you. So yeah.
And being somebody who grew up in the 70s, because I'm the oldest person in this room, and there are no moral police in Hungary, the fact that we had group sex as a cast on a daily basis really bonded us. So, yeah.
Wed in Budapest.
I love acting exercises.
The pocket full of sunshine right there.
Okay, well, I was gonna ask about I feel like you've been holding it and you really have a story you want to tell us.
No, I didn't. I was just gonna mention while Anthony was talking to credit his silent acting. We didn't realize until we were like 2/3 into the film that he had a Scottish accent.
No, but seriously, I mean, Anthony, I did love talking about talking silent comedy with Anthony and figuring out all like the Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, Harold Lloyd type like moments of fun exploration. It's
Anthony was so funny in this movie that there were scenes I'd take my contact lenses out so I couldn't see him. I was like, we're not going to get the day. I was like, hold on 1 second. I was like, in a scene with Anthony, I'd take my contact lenses out because he was just cracking me up.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Facts are facts. Facts are facts.
Think about Anthony.
Okay, I do want to. It sounds like y'all had a blast making this together and spending so much time together. Can you tell us any like behind the scenes best moments on set that happened? I've heard a couple.
Someone else.
Well, one of the most, I think, one of the coolest moments for all of us as a cast is before we started shooting, Alex said, "Do you guys want to see the unicorns?" We hadn't seen them.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
And so we went into the soundstage and they had them there. And to see those things for the first time was so wild and cool. And the crafts people that make them are amazing. And that one of the wildest things was seeing them. One guy was on a cart with levers, another guy was pushing the cart, and at the end of the levers were the hooves to make it look like they were walking, so we could get that shot of the hooves under the car and coming down the hill. And there's something about seeing real stuff, not CGI, but real puppetry like that.
It was the most fun. Going to the Preacher Rock Shop was just like, yeah.
Yeah, they were amazing, and to see it was really exciting.
This horn is how everyone got so excited to get gored, everyone, when you got to see it. No one else wants to tell any stories about like all the steaks they ate or any of their other favorite moments?
Yeah, I mean,
17 steaks.
yeah. He was off camera eating steaks. I couldn't get him to stop.
Did you have enough? You'd brought enough to prepare
Oh,
for
I think at some point our food stylist had to go run to the butcher to reload.
This is a small moment, but I came to set after Paul, you did the scene where you opened the binder.
Oh yeah, that binder.
And I missed it, but we talked about the binder for days after, and I was like, what's the binder thing? And then I got to see it, and I was like, that is so funny. Three zips.
The scene was not supposed to cut there, but it was supposed to keep cut. The cut point was later in the script, and then when you did that, I was like, well, we got to cut now on that on the binder zip. It was too perfect in the edit.
It was legends, yeah.
Legendary. Well, we thank you all for being here. This was phenomenal.